Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, Steven here to talk about Fantasy Dota 2 for Day 4 of the TI8 main event, or Day 8, depending on how you look at it. You may have just been on the last video with me. I actually messed up with my format for my picks, not necessarily in terms of my picks itself, but I misread what was going on Wikipedia, and I was almost made some bad picks for you. I almost gave you some bad advice, and it's fixed now. So it's all good. And I'm sorry for any inconvenience for whoever might have been watching at that time, because there were 4 viewers there. But anyway, so we are now entering the more complicated portion of TI8 in terms of fantasy. I'm actually recording this video during the final game of Day 3, which is EG versus OG game number 3. Really competitive series so far, very interesting. I kind of want to watch right now, but as you may have noticed from my video yesterday, I was super duper sleepy taping that last one. And I want to be a little bit more fresh for you today. My advice ended up being very good, but I wasn't a fan of my delivery. But that should be fixed now. And as such, I'm going to go into the strategy for picks now. So I'm going to share my screen and bring up Wikipedia. Okay. So we're now entering the more nuanced portion of TI8. And what I mean by that is we're now officially in the part where you have to start picking based on who you think is going to win and or lose on any given day. To this point, as I've been, the drum I've been beating has been to 1, maximize how many games your team is playing, and 2, pick up based on matchups that you think are favorable from there. Now you need to start picking based on winners and losers. And we got 3 series for tomorrow. We're going to have VGJ Storm versus Team Secret, Optic Gaming versus Virtus Pro, and then the winner of Optic Gaming versus Virtus Pro versus the loser of the EG versus OG series that's going on right now. You might be thinking that, oh, shouldn't you be recording this video after you know who's going to be in this series here in the round 4 of the lower bracket? And you'd be right to a degree, but it doesn't really matter, because even though we have to pick based on winners and losers, we're still looking to maximize games. And as such, your slam dunk best way to play tomorrow is to pick players exclusively from Optic Gaming versus Virtus Pro. The winner of this series between Optic Gaming versus Virtus Pro is going to be playing a minimum of 4 games. And you'll want to have that on your fantasy team. You could pick from VGJ Storm versus Secret. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Again, they're not going to play Team Liquid until the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're going to have a pair of series from the winner of Optic Gaming versus Virtus Pro. Now, there are 2 ways to play on that. You can hedge your bets by picking from both teams. Or if you're like me, you can go all in on one team. And as you may or may not have noticed based on the thumbnail, because, the thumbnail, for those who haven't seen it yet, is going to be a bunch of arrows pointing to Virtus Pro. I'm feeling Virtus Pro. Optic Gaming is obviously a very good team, but we've seen their best at this point, I'm pretty sure. Virtus Pro, we've seen their best too. And their best wins a lot of majors. Optic Gaming's best might win a minor. Maybe. Virtus Pro, still a team that can potentially win TI8. Optic Gaming, not so much. I'm feeling like Virtus Pro is possibly going to end up dunking on Optic Gaming. And then from there, whether they win or lose in that next series against EG or OG, you're going to want to have them on your fantasy team, putting up, even if it's a small amount of points, that's still points. As such, the way I'm playing it, I'm going to bring up my Dota 2 game. As you can see, this is my lineup for tomorrow, and this is locked in. I'm going to be playing all 5 members of Virtus Pro. Hopefully you have some better cards than those, because these aren't very good. But I'm playing all 5 members of Virtus Pro, and I would strongly encourage you to do the same. Like I said, if you're more risk-averse, you can pepper in a player or 2 from Optic Gaming, but at a bare minimum, I'd recommend playing 3 players from Virtus Pro and then 2 from Optic Gaming. Nothing else. No debate, no question. You want to play either Virtus Pro or Optic, and regardless, you want to go way heavier on Virtus Pro. And not really much else to say beyond that. So I can share my screen. Okay, so going to be a very interesting day tomorrow, and that the series between VGJ Storm versus Team Secret is going to be a really interesting and really competitive one. We don't actually get to see PSG versus LGD versus EG or OG in the upper bracket finals until the day after tomorrow, which stinks, but we have something to look forward to. Regardless, that's today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for the rest of the TI8, at which point we will go back to our normal format of more of a podcasty thing. So everybody have a great week. Have a great day tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. And yeah, again, sorry if you were watching that last video, because it's deleted now. But like I said, wanted to make sure that I'm giving you the best advice possible. The best advice possible is to pick a Virtus Pro. So do that. Do it.